90 miles east of Melbourne, in the valley of the Latrobe River, lies Yallourn, the heart and home of power for Victoria. Beyond the massive pile of the power station lies the man-made canyon of the open cut. Here, a vast brown coalfield provides a boundless source of fuel for a great electricity enterprise. In this pleasant town, the workers of Yallourn, the power makers, are beginning another working day. The morning shift going on, the night shift coming off. Coal to win and power to make. For George Fisher, in charge of a coal dredger in the open cut, this is his regular routine. The bird into the sun, the milk bottles out of the sun. The last few minutes of the radio.
The time is now 7:30, and here is the latest weather information. Today should again be cold but fine and sunny, with patches of early morning fog in some districts. Yesterday, the state experienced the first cold snap of winter, and falls of snow were reported from the highlands. The cold weather caused a record demand for electricity, and new generating plants recently.
Each day, when he's on the morning shift, George picks up his mate Jack Morris, who lives down the street. Jack drives one of the coal trains in the open cut. His job is to carry the coal from George's dredger to the power station.
G'day, George. Pretty cold again?
Yeah, looks like a busy shift.
And there's Rowley Paul, a leading hand fireman at the boiler house, and Frank Robertson, a turbine attendant, to be given a lift. Their jobs are inside the power station. Each of these men in his own sphere is a power maker, joining with thousands of other workers to win the coal, carry it to the power station, and use its heat to make the steam which drives the humming turbines. And from it all comes electric power, power to be sent on its productive way across the state. At Yallourn, the brown coal seam is more than 200 feet thick. It lies only 40 feet below the surface, so there's no need to mine this coal with shaft and tunnel. Great excavators strip off the covering layer of soil and clay. Then the giant coal dredgers take over, biting into the uncovered coal, endlessly scraping into the brown seam. Now George Fisher has picked up his crew to man the dredger for the day shift. Just 5 men. A small crew for a huge machine that wins thousands of tons of coal in an 8-hour shift and loads it directly into the rail trucks.
How's the coal, Jerry? Clean or dirty?
Clean, all right.
Much sand in it?
No, no sand at all.
How are they up at the bunkers? Full or empty?
Pretty full.
That's good, then. Looks like we're going to have a good shift, huh?
Yeah.
Home you go. See you later.
With every turn of the bucket wheel, another 6 tons of coal goes on its way to the train waiting below. In the long ago of the primeval past, this was a forest of tall trees and lush growth. Then passed the slow tide of geological time, and the once proud forest became what it is today, a moisture-laden mass of soft brown coal. The Latrobe Valley has perhaps the largest brown coal deposit in the world. Here, more than 20,000 million tons can be won from open cuts.
Get her going! Hurry up!
Down, chase yourself.
Round the clock, it's 10 to 15 minutes between each trainload of coal. Day and night, it's just the same. Coal to be carried from dredges to bunkers. Coal for the hungry furnaces to be fed and fed again. The moisture-laden coal, as it goes into the bunkers, is not yet ready to do its fiery work. When it reaches the boiler house, where Roly Paul, as a leading hand fireman, is a key man, it's pulverized to a fine powder and dried out before it's blown into the furnaces, there to burn in a swirl of flame. A great steam power station like Yallourn lives on coal and water. Coal for the furnaces, water for the boilers and the steam condensers. Millions of gallons every hour. The white-hot gas of the burning coal instantly turns water in the boiler tubes into high-pressure steam, which drives the turbo generators in the Great Hall of Power, the heart of the station. Frank Robertson is on duty in the turbine room, making regular checks on the panels of dials and gauges that tell the tale of enormous power in production. Power made must be controlled, and a constant watch is kept on the operation of the whole station from the quiet of the central control room. From here, electricity is channeled into the transmission lines that stride across the state. Swiftly the power flows to city and town, to factory, home and farm. Yet this is still only a signpost for the future. That future is in the planner's brain, the builder's hands. Year by year, Victoria's brown coal will provide more and still more electricity to serve the needs of a growing state. For Yallourn, this means continuing construction and even mightier power station. And elsewhere in the Latrobe Valley, there will be other open cuts, other power stations. Look into the future as far as you can see, and there is no end to the power of Victoria's brown coal. For the workers of Yallourn, this is just another day. One shift coming off, another shift going on. Coal to win and power to make. These are the power makers, the dredger crews, the train drivers, the boiler hands, the turbine attendants, the builders, men of 100 different trades, men with a job to do well, a job in which to have pride. For they are the helpers of all mankind, the servants of every hour. They make the force that rules the world. They make electric power.